I hope you can see why I spent a lot of time having all that translated by Chris over the last couple of weeks. It's a minefield. I hope you realise it's a subject that laymen can't understand, but it's very, very real. Has anybody got any questions?
With the Roman line, who's got the Roman line? Well, that would be
Richard Day. I think a project of this magnitude should be put out to architectural competition, and that probably should go further back than just the facade and everything else. But certainly, when I was a teacher at Outrade, we had a new school. We had six architectural designs, and strangely, most of them were built models. Strange enough, the teachers, the one that was chosen, the last one was chosen, who's there now, stands today, is the last one the teachers wanted. They said it wouldn't work. It was too segregated, you couldn't police it. So there's cameras all over the site, more cameras than you would imagine. But they chose the one that the teachers didn't agree with. So I hope the people who go ahead with architects go back to the people on the ground and took them to us and really get the answers from people on the rock face. Thank you.
Yeah, I think very good, very important point. I think that there was a bit about competition. Hospitals, how can I say it? It's a bit like buying a car. You don't need to go off and design it, you just go and buy it. And what you do is you look at the specs, and you go out there and you just say, because somebody having a car accident and being treated is the same. It's the same hospital. There's no difference in it. And what I am advocating, to get to your hospital as quickly as possible, to heal people as quickly as possible, you choose a site where you can just literally hook the peg, buy, build it, and operate it. The operation is critically important part of the hospital design. Yes, what do you think? Yeah.
Two quick questions. Are you going to address the inquiry next week yourself?
Yes, I'm very fortunate to have, well, I am. My witnesses have denied. I can't have my witnesses at the inquiry. Because I was all arranged to have people from around the world to get witnesses because it's international information. And they said no. Suddenly I got a letter last week saying you can't have them because they have to be physically here. And so I can't. So I can't provide that evidence, which is now I did talk to Rob Hamill about it. He says that's nonsense like you're saying because he has in the past. So why should they allow it now? How can you find the expertise you need witnesses in Jersey for projects of this scale? There's nobody here.
The second question is, can we stop this? Can we stop it?
I think it's a bit like a driving test. Would you allow somebody to take a driving test knowing that that person is likely to kill somebody? You don't have the driving test, you get ready. You haven't done the health impact assessment. It is required under the Department of Health, after all, that you should do one and consult on it. So my view is this planning application is the most complicated planning application. Who in their right brain thought that you could deliver from the time the State of Jersey authorised us to go ahead to deliver this project in 3 months? Impossible. Zero. No chance. Everything's low. It'll take you 2 years. So as far as I'm concerned, you haven't got 2 years. You haven't got 2 years to check out the real meaning of manner and building without killing people and making people dead. So I think, yeah, I think it should just. The other objective of doing a planning application is to prove it doesn't work. Nothing wrong with that. It's not a failure. We did it. We looked at it. It doesn't work because they challenged it. And all I'm saying, we can't even judge if it works or not. We're not going to tell you for another 2 years. So my view is it's time to accept that the most logical situation in your interest in people's healthcare is to acquire a already built, proven, as you said, security. They're there, sitting there with billions of pounds. The British government has spent billions designing wealth of knowledge and saying, there's the site, put the best design that's already designed already on the table, and just modify it. Where you get the local people involved is all the gardens, all the outside spaces. Local builders doing it. You say, well, there's a lab. An operating theatre is an operating theatre. We do operating theatres that there are no surgeons. The surgeons are in New York. You don't have people in there. That's what it is. But the laboratory, the operating theatre is a lot bigger, but robots need more space. But yes, I think the reality is, if you want to get to the answer quick, this will never get to the answer quick. It's impossible. This is someone taking a shortcut with a juggernaut and getting stuck underneath a bridge. And there's flashing lights and waving people who don't do it. And they've got their foot on the accelerator, I don't understand why I can't go forward. Who's that?
Do you think there's been development sort of money? This is basically it's a money thing. Kensington Place, an awful lot of people that property there. So they make a lot of money.
I think it's bigger than that. I think it's about topping up your property company. It's going to lose £3 million. And you can't build on waterfront anyway, because you don't own it anymore. It's actually Darren as a deposit to build this other thing that there's nothing going to move into. They need land values to go up. Why else would Bruce propose they should build towers? And why is this master plan coming around the corner that has the same person advising them about that master plan that called Hopkins' master plan boring? I mean, Hopkins is one of the best urban designers in the world. You know, calling him boring is the same person who's going to be sitting with next week, who's going to tell me he's not listening. He said I can't submit my information. He said, unless you give me 3 copies of all the documents, we're going to throw it in the bin. I said, well, you printed it off. I want 3 copies of all. You know, and I can't have my people to come and advise the island, giving up their time at my cost, and my friendships, and the people I know around the world to actually inform them this is wrong. This is not the one. But anyway, but I think it goes back to us. The only thing I see is on trial is the island plan, is in law. You're not complying with the island plan. You proved to us, Minister, get them to do the work. I can't make more work. Why are you not implementing the reasons for it? Why are you not implementing the island?
You said that you would not have witnesses.
Yes.
I thought this would be, and I'm speaking only as a resident who has no qualifications but has some common sense. But I thought this was supposed to be independent. Who's told you to confirm that?
No, the inspector. The inspector.
The inspector. But I thought it was supposed to be totally independent with no connection to anybody. And yet he still refusing your right to
He's done that, and one of my, regretfully, one of my evidence I provided on the air quality has been refused. Because it was,
connection somewhere.
they refused to consider it in what I just talked about, the air pollution and the protection of the existing hospital. It's not on the list they give me, and they won't accept it as evidence.
Chris Taylor, Constable of St John. The reason we're building a hospital there is because that's what the Council of Ministers want. Gleeds, the firm employed by the Council of Ministers or by the Health Department, Gleeds, did not put that as their first choice. Their first choice was elsewhere.
Where was it, Chris?
Their first choice was the waterfront, and a certain senator I heard say to the Chief Minister, we're not building on the waterfront, over my dead body we're building on the waterfront, we have to find somewhere else. And that was why People's Park was brought forward. I was asked by the lead consultant from Concerto, who advised the scrutiny panel, why do you not want to build on People's Park? So I said, well, if you were to build a hospital in London, you wouldn't build it on Hyde Park. And he said, yeah, point taken, I agree. So People's Park was purely a distraction. It was a £500,000 distraction by the council ministers and a total utter complete waste of time and money. The council ministers have been determined to build the hospital there, and the only way you will get the hospital not built on that site is to get rid of the council of ministers.